Is he doing fine?
Så skal vi huske, det er engelsk også. Fuck.
Yes, I will remember.
Yes, very much. Hello, welcome to stream. Now we do
Thank you.
semi-Danglish, semi-English.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
Now we're
words.
doing full English.
Yeah. Hello,
Hello,
guys.
good, yes.
Yes, hello, very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Very good hello.
So, guys, hello, welcome, and how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good, yeah.
Yes.
I would
And
s-
you?
Yeah, nah. I'm good. Just coming out of of being having a cold, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's getting better, and I think I'm soon ready to be awesome again. So, but yeah, something like that. So,
Nice.
anything crazy happened since the last time? Cheers, by the way.
Yeah, I bought my first V8, and then I sold it again.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Didn't take long for you to realize that was a bad decision.
I was kind of sold when I bought it.
Yeah. What made you change your mind?
I didn't change my mind.
Oh, okay. So you actually just bought it for selling it.
Yeah, okay, I did.
Yes. Let's just stick with that. Okay.
It was a good offer, so I bought it for a friend and I sold it to him.
Okay. So yeah, so you bought it with the purpose of reselling it, or
Yeah, to him.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nice. Yeah, not too much have happened on my part.
Yeah.
Bit of drama, but I'm not gonna go into that. Not today at least.
No, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that would
But
be
good-
like
good to
beating a
mention
dead
it
horse,
then.
But yeah.
The ultimate cliffhanger.
Yeah. I mean, most of the people watching know what happened.
Yeah,
so
probably.
Most of the Danish.
yeah, at least.
All the
Yeah.
Danish guys included in here probably know what's going on, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's a story for another day, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe
We can
not.
save that for the end of the podcast if there's
Yeah,
time.
but yeah, so of course, yeah, there's been drama as well, but you got a house, man.
Yeah, I did.
That's fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah, and
I'm so happy.
I now
for you.
have a space to work on a project car, which I don't have yet.
Yeah,
So that would be perfect.
setting up a super awesome, I don't know, podcast studio maybe.
Oh,
I mean,
who
I do
knows?
have a spare room only intended for doing like
Oh,
computer
yeah.
stuff. So,
Okay.
so I do have the room to actually make like a podcast setup,
Yeah,
epic like studio. So that is definitely one of the things I'm going to do. But when or how insane it's going to be, I don't know yet.
I do. It's going to be,
And it's in the basement, so I can make as much noise as I want.
yeah. Fuck the neighbors.
Yeah. I mean, before the guy who I bought it from, he bought it back in 2014, and before he bought it, it was actually a whorehouse. So, a lot of shit's gone down in that house.
Yeah, so you're saying you bought an old brothel?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yes.
And the weird thing is that.
So we don't want to go around with a UV light.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
you really don't want to do
Everything's
that.
been painted over and cleaned. Don't worry.
Yeah, but not enough.
Yeah, it goes through the paint. I promise you that. Like, man use beats everything. It's probably okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be good. Everything's totally renovated, so all I have to do is basically just dump my shit in there and start decorating it the way I want.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's gonna be awesome to have my own place.
that's cool, man. Okay, so you got a house, Mes bought and sold an engine.
Yeah.
What have I been doing actually? Yeah,
What have
okay.
you
So
been
okay,
doing?
that's it. I think like the most dramatic thing that's happened to me, like since last time, is that I tried really hard. Okay, maybe not really hard, but I tried at least to like do this. Ask around for all the drivers like what they want for inputs. Give me your inputs like for next year's this year's drivers meeting on like what you want like change, do you want improvements and all that. I've got like so few answers back, so I'm a little bit bummed about that. But
And what is the reason for asking them?
well, I would say that like I asked like if they wanted improvements, and all I got back is like everybody wants like instant replay and all the runs.
Yeah.
And I like the idea, yeah,
I
but
bet you would like that too.
yeah, indeed, but like from a judge perspective, it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to give you an instant replay and judge at the same time? And besides, it's not my table, like it's the event holders
Yeah.
responsibility. But yeah, fuck that. So just gonna do me, and people gonna have to cope with that.
Yup.
Yeah, I think that's it. So drifting wise, any news? I'm pretty sure you guys are more updated than I am.
Yeah, the drivers list for this year's Drift Masters is out.
Yeah.
A couple of new drivers. Few to mention. We have Mitch Larner coming from Australia. We have two Finnish guys, Nico Matala and Juha Ritsanen.
Oh, Juha.
We
right.
have, yeah, Juha's back.
It's fucking crazy, actually.
We have Oliver Evans from the UK, new driver. Ahmed Daham, he's been in there for a few years, but he's doing it in his Lexus now instead of the Silvia. And yeah, we're gonna have 3 Eurofighters this year. We have James Dean, and we have Joensuu brothers, Victor and Linus, which are both gonna be in Eurofighters. And
Is that the Swedish guys?
yeah, it is the Drift brothers from
Okay.
Sweden.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're gonna have 3 Norwegian drivers. We have Tuanu, who is back again.
Oh, sweet.
We
Yeah.
have Joachim Vogel in his M4,
Yeah.
and we have Orion Nielsen in his Sora.
Okay.
Um,
I'm really
so
stoked.
a lot of
I'm really stoked
of
on
new drivers,
Toana. Yeah. I'm really stoked on Toana. Like I would say that I didn't drive against it, but I saw him drive a few years back, 2016 or something like that, on Paddleball at a Scandinavian event, and the guy, like, he's crazy, and the way he's progressed talent-wise has been amazing. Like it only took him a few years going from okay to real crazy.
yeah, he's insane.
Yeah, that's
He
for
really
sure.
is, and he's fearless in his driving because
Yeah.
he will go for the door no matter what,
Mhm.
and he won't have a fear to wreck his car.
Yeah.
And go into the wall.
Yeah.
But no Danish this year, right?
No.
Danes.
Sadly not.
So I
Um,
guess Mikkel decided it was a little bit too much on the financial side of things.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way his program is at the moment, and I'm being honest, I don't think he has not only the team. Yes, the team is very good and they can get the car out immediately. Really good guys, but I don't think they have the level of talent and the experience to be in Drift Masters just yet, or at least be competitive in the fun end of it.
Yeah.
Where I believe he's doing the Danish series, and I heard some rumors he may be doing King of Europe. I don't know about that yet, but yeah, he's taking a step back, really dialing his car, making sure that it's absolutely perfect now that he's got new rear end.
Yeah.
With quick change and everything. So if and when he decides to come back to Drift Masters, you'll know he have a solid car.
Yeah.
Like back in the S13, where he actually did pretty good. In his first season of Drift Masters, he did really well considering that it was an old car and it probably was underdeveloped for what he was doing with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. So once he gets to really know his car, I think he'll be back for sure.
Okay. I would say that I would actually go with you on that. I would definitely say that Mikkel has the mindset for competing in Drift Masters, that's for sure. But new car, maybe not as experienced on that level of driving yet. I would say do this year at events where you're not that focused on doing the all-year result. Like, just get your shit together, as you said yourself. Like, get shit dialed in, and then maybe go next year again. I don't know. Like, but yeah, he has the I think he has the talent. Just need the experience and the car that doesn't have to fight against all the time as well. But I can see Christian Nylander from Sweden is going as well. I'm really stoked on that. I know his car burned one of the rounds last year. It caught on fire. Yeah,
that was in that was the last round in Ireland, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
His car went up in flames.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I've judged the guy, and I've had some great evenings with him at some of the Swedish events, and he's a great guy. He really deserves all the supporting again. I really hope he's gonna give some results this year.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you guys have any of the rounds planned?
Like, if we're going to any of them?
Yeah, are you going?
I would say I don't have anything planned, but right now I might have some private stuff going on that could prevent me from going to any of them this year. But I would say that if I had to go for one singular, I would probably go for the German one, the Iron Mine. What was it called?
Yeah, Ferropolis.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fucking awesome event.
Yeah, like all the pictures, all the film clips, or whatever you want to call it, it looks insane.
Yeah,
climbing those old diggers.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm kind of in the same boat, because before I bought my house, I was like, I'm going to all the rounds I possibly can.
Yeah.
Now if there's budget for it, I would love to do the UK round in Teesside, but I think if I'm going with a team down there and I'm going down to work with some of the Danish drivers, I would probably go to Iron Drift King, but if not, I won't be attending any of them. I'm gonna focus on getting shit sorted instead.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the last ever round in Plock in Poland.
Oh, really? Like on the football stadium?
Yeah, it is.
Shit. Okay. That would maybe also be up for consideration then. Like any.
Yeah, exactly, because that's a mental event as well.
Yeah. I know you guys have said that many times. So what's the reason for them not going back there again?
It's gonna get turned over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So new owners, or are they gonna
they're excavating it?
Okay, demolishing that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, don't we have a secret guest, or not so secret? Don't we have a guest?
I mean, we hinted about it, giving out his full name yesterday and again today.
So maybe
I don't know if he's that secret, but yeah.
Yeah, but let's get him in here and see what our secret guest has to say. Do stuff, please. Stuff. Do it.
That's on you, Mass.
Okay, while Mass is...
I'm not a fucking expert.
While Mass is showing off his math skills, we could possibly talk about like what series we are interested in following this year. I would say Drift Masters and Formula Drift like has a league of their own. Like you cannot like get around not following it. So I would say, like, is there any minor series that you guys are interested in like going for this year?
I'm going for looking at the Irish series because it's got new ownership. And as well to see the UK Championship, how it's going to build on what they did last year.
Yeah, nice. And there he is. Hi, Harry.
How's it going?
Pretty damn good. How about you, man?
Yeah, not too bad. How'd worse?
Sounds good, man.
So, how is everything?
Yeah, not too bad.
Getting ready for the season.
Slowly, but we're going the right direction with it, so should be ready sometime.
Yeah, hopefully. So when is your first event this year?
My first event is
with that car.
25th. Well, the first round of of the Irish series is 25th of April. It's gonna be tight getting the car ready for then, but
Yeah, but
try it. And if not, then probably the second round.
So you
Or-
basically have just about 2 months to get your car
Yeah.
totally ready.
2 months.
and it's pretty much bare shell with a cage now, isn't it?
Bare shell with a cage,
Yeah.
with the larger tunnels going in hopefully tonight or tomorrow, and the subframe's reinforced. But apart from that, it's completely bare shell.
Wow.
So it's a long way.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, Harry, but you're in for a treat. Like, if you're not gonna get that ready, it's gonna be a long haul. I promise you that.
Plenty of late nights ahead.
Yeah, sure.
And the engine's hopefully going to be built in 2 weeks' time, so I'll be ready to mock up engine mounts and stuff. So
Okay, cool. Good to
Are you
hear.
gonna
It
build
won't
it
be too bad.
yourself, or
the engine,
yeah?
nah, we sent the engine away to the same guy who builds Kevin Quinn's engines.
Okay.
A lot of engines from here.
Yeah, they seem to last.
They do. No, we're doing most of the rest of the stuff ourselves, so shouldn't be too bad. I've most of the parts sitting, so. it's
Yeah, I've
just a
seen
matter
some.
of-
I've seen some pictures and some films.
I have a complete room through that wall. Is a complete room full of car parts.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's what we like
That's
to
really
hear.
and manifolds and ECUs and dashes and plenty of stuff.
So what ECU are you going for?
Link G4 Extreme, along with the Link Digital Dash as well.
Nice.
So-
Nice setup.
Should be pretty nice inside.
Yeah.
So,
and a flock
well-
dash and stuff, etc. But
oh, sexy. So for anyone who don't know who you are, can you quickly tell us who you are and what you're driving?
my name's Harry Kerr. I'm from Northern Ireland. I'm 16. I'm engineering apprentice, and I've been competing in drifting now for 3 or 4 years. And this year I'm stepping up into the pro class, and I recently driving an M3, but I've sold it and I'm building another E46 with a 2JZ. So
That's a
That's
quality-minded
basically
kid right there. Like, if you're going for a 2J, you're not going wrong. I promise you that one.
hopefully not.
That's the way to go, man. So it's a
Have
completely
built
new car
a-
you're building, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely new car.
What engine did you had in the old one? You said, sorry.
S54
It's 54.
M3.
Yeah, just stuck M3, right?
Yeah, remapped DCU, but basically stock.
Yeah.
It was a good car.
Mm.
Like, she didn't give me any problems at all. I drove her for 2 years, and always went 100%.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good for getting better.
Yeah,
Having
Whenever
a car
whenever you
just
can
work
rely on the
exactly.
car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Start it and drive.
no, definitely. And
Hopefully
didn't have a lot.
hopefully
Didn't have a
it'll
lot of power either.
be- No.
And that was a four-door, right?
Yeah, four
Yeah. You're stepping up into the coupe, or still a
Yeah.
four-door?
Nah, coupe this time.
Ah, nice.
I was going to build a 4-door, change it and see what happens.
Yeah.
There's more
There-
body kits available and stuff for the 2-door, so
Yeah, and there's not too big of a difference in chassis-wise on the two, are there?
the wheelbase is the same. Well, it's a
Yeah.
little bit longer than the sedan, but no real difference.
Oh, okay.
But we'll build it and see how it goes.
Yeah, of course.
If not, you'll just build a new one.
Yeah.
Are you sponsoring me?
Oh,
I was just about to say, when you're an apprentice, then you probably have all the money in the world, right?
I wish.
Yeah.
getting the big
Yeah.
paycheck every month.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
Big paycheck.
Yeah.
Now you gotta work hard.
Many hours of overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still need time to build the car.
Well, sort of like nighttime and Saturdays and Sundays, mostly. Whenever I'm
But
not
it-
drifting.
Isn't the wage better on Saturdays and Sundays?
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
more money for working the weekends.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to work all the time.
Need 48 hours in a day.
Yeah, exactly. So Harry, how did you get into motorsports? Is it in your family or?
You've probably heard of a guy called Lee Scott.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
He's my uncle. So
Okay.
whenever he started like drifting in a Ford Sierra,
Mhm.
and I was only a little kid at the time, and I started going to watch it, and then ever since then I just liked it more and more, and said I had to have a car of my own, so I bought a BMW 318 and started drifting it. I think I was 10 or 11, and just got bigger ever since then. Faster cars,
Yeah.
a lot more
Yeah, it
driving.
only went up. Yeah.
But I have an E46 318. That's my missile.
I was
I
just
think
gonna ask you if it's the same one.
The same one's still in my yard, but it just
Okay.
doesn't. It never moves very far. But I have another one now. She's a good car sometimes. And
The missile one.
the missile, yeah,
Yeah.
I just take it to beat doors,
Yeah, exactly.
Driving- driving the Kyle.
Yeah,
That's all
The
she's
cunt.
for.
the cunt.
The cunt is right.
No, it's good to have some practice car. And
Yeah.
It's a lot.
how often is there practice events like for that car?
Probably roughly one every month. Which
Okay.
isn't too bad.
That's actually pretty good.
'Cause-
Yeah, all year round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least
All
one a
year
month.
around.
Yeah.
There's a track. There's
Wow.
it used to be an old airfield. A track. It's 5 minutes from my house, and that runs every month. And
Okay.
then there's a
Wow.
couple other tracks in the north as well. And then Mandela have their bashes. But I would love to do one of the bashes, but I'll hopefully do it in the new car.
Yeah,
sometime.
isn't it like 3 hours away?
Yeah, around 2.5, 3 hours. But
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
It could be worse.
It
Yeah.
could be a lot worse. Europe and stuff. Oh, that would
Yeah.
be bad.
But
That's
there's
worth it,
warmer. But there's warmer in Spain, so you could go there.
Well, that's very true.
But that's actually pretty cool, Harry. Like that's way more than you hear most guys that actually have been into the game longer than you have. That you have an actual practice car.
Yeah.
And I bet that every time you've been out on that, you can feel like when you get into your like competition car that you can feel improvement every time. Am I right?
Without a doubt, you
Yeah.
just learn so much from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like whenever you're chasing people and stuff, you learn
Yeah.
where you can put the car and where you can't. Because if you crash, you crash in that car. Like you don't really care.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas
and
in
then,
the
and
other
then
car,
it's just a simple 318. It's
Yep.
not like a 300 horsepower car.
no, definitely not.
Simple standard.
Yep, there's
I
a
bet-
welded diff in it and a hydraulic handbrake. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
No
pretty cool.
coilovers, no nothing.
But that's also like the magic recipe, right? Like every time you hear like a pro little guy like talking about what do you need to get going, like don't overbuild your car, just get a hydraulic handbrake in there, maybe even a seat, and then just go crazy and get
Yep.
some seat time.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
For the first couple of days in that car, I didn't even have a handbrake,
Okay,
and
cool.
that was the most fun I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, and also like you challenge yourself in new ways, right? And maybe it's just like
And then-
fun and games when you're doing it, but you'll learn so much from like.
and there's absolutely no pressure.
Exactly.
Nope, none.
No,
Especially in that car.
Exactly. Oh,
And you can just like you can go out and crash into things and you don't even care.
yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah. And at the same time, like when you show up in a car like that, everybody knows what you're there to do. You're not there like to go home with a pretty car, right? Like you.
No, but all of his mates is in the same kind of
Yeah,
cars.
exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah, you fucking there to party, man.
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
Yeah, it would be
okay.
good with that kind of bashes in Denmark as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, by the
No,
way, like,
it's-
how are the noise regulations in Northern Ireland? Like, do you have the same problems as we have in most of Europe when neighbors complaining and all that?
What's the limit over there?
Yeah, like, our main problem is, like, people that live close to tracks or venues where we can do drifting, like, they complain about the noise. Do you have that problem there?
Yeah, at Mandela.
Okay.
At the last time, they had to stop it all around dinner time on the Sunday because they were getting noise complaints,
Wow.
and they had to noise test all the cars again. But the limit in Mandela was 105 decibels.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't
they
that
put-
lowered this year?
Yeah, I think it's going 102. I think,
Oh
and
shit.
then over in
It's not-
drift,
it's not so
over
bad.
in over in some tracks in England, it's 90 something.
Yeah.
So, gonna have to look at making a back box again for the car.
Yeah.
For
So
a
how-
bit
Yeah, it's a
easy.
good idea to have as a spare.
Yeah, well, if
how-
I put a V band onto the box, it means I
Yeah,
can
exactly.
have a straight pipe or a back box, whatever I want,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
which would be a lot handier than having a gay back box on the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty
for
cool. man.
sure.
Yeah.
So can you show us the room with all of the parts?
They're all half of them's in the garage at the minute.
Yeah,
Then go out there.
you don't have to, Harry. He's just teasing with you.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm lucky.
I'm
I'm lucky
fucking
enough
not.
to lucky enough to have internet here.
Yeah.
You know that's true, man. No, I have most of the parts. Mishimoto radiator, intercooler, turbo systems, turbo, has new injectors, link ECU, 6-piece manifold. Most of the stuff.
Yeah,
Is there?
coilovers and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. HSDs, coilovers, and hopefully ordering Wise Fab in the next couple of weeks. Just whenever we get some more money. A lot of stuff from Nuke Performance. They're sponsoring me this year.
Oh,
They have
nice.
a lot of good products. Their competition fuel cell unit and pumps, filters, fuel lines, vacuum lines, everything. So
That's not bad.
no, it's not too bad. It's all good quality stuff, and they're giving me a really good deal on it. So I should help with building her a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And with like a new build like yours, coming from a fairly basic car to going over to like a full pro setup, have you any experience with like a high power car, or is this going to be like untested waters for you?
Very much untested.
Oh,
The highest horsepower car I've drove is an S13 with an SR20. I think it's about 400 horse. But
Yeah.
that's when I was 14,
Okay.
and
Wow.
I done 4 or 5 laps. It was not my car. The guy
Ah,
just
yeah,
let me
of
drive
course.
it,
yeah.
and then my own M3. But I do a lot of practicing on the Seto and stuff, so hopefully it's the same.
Yeah, just more power.
Yeah. I'm not aiming for a lot of horsepower. Like, I'm not doing any head work to the engine, so that's
So
a
only
problem.
like 850. That'll be fine.
in around 500, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I promise you,
Yes.
it's going to be probably the most easy 500 horsepower you ever driven, because if you have a 2J and all the torque in the bottom end,
And the 2J is fully built. It's not
Yeah.
like just stock internals.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
But I promise you, it's the only battle you're going to have is like get to know the new car, and I promise you the engine won't
That'll
be, a
be
problem
easy
for
as
you.
well.
Yeah. And
They
from
drive so easy, those BMWs.
and from all the simulator driving you've been doing as well, it won't be a problem for you.
Hopefully.
I promise. you.
There's only one way to
It
find out.
won't
I
be.
promise you. Harry.
Yeah.
Nah, hopefully. Feel a bit confident in her after a round or two.
Yeah.
I think at the first round.
Yeah.
If she's
Like-
ready.
Just yeah.
If
Sure.
it's ready, yeah.
But, if not, you'll take the missile.
Nah, that would be too easy.
Yeah. That's fair
Nah,
point.
if I get, I even said at the start of the year, if I didn't do any competitions this year, and just done some track days and learned the car and
Yeah, get it set up
got it
right.
set up right, yeah. And then next year I could go for the championship, because this year like, it's highly unlikely I'm going for a championship. First ever time out in the car.
Yeah, in totally new build and new
Yeah.
kind of engine setup and everything.
Yeah.
I need to figure out tires and stuff.
For
Yeah.
sure.
We'll get there. Just need some time to figure it out and see what she's gonna do.
Yeah. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Like, just get to know the car and then solve out the startup problems, and then get a reliable car for next season, right?
That's the thing. You can have the best car in the grid, but if it's reliable, it's no use to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And as well as going out with the expectation of going out and winning this season, that can be a big setback if you then end up not doing too well because the car have problems or you don't know the car well. So going out with a mindset of just learning the car and getting everything dialed, that seems like the right way to do it, and especially in Ireland, because I've seen the competition. It's super tough over there.
Even the amateur or the semi-professional championship I was in last year.
Yeah.
The competition, it was unbelievable.
That's mental. We saw you guys going to the extreme class as well, and doing top 16s and top 8s.
Yeah.
So not like you didn't qualify.
Yeah. No, I done 4 rounds of extreme last year.
Yeah, and didn't you qualify like top 8 at one of the events?
Yeah, I think I qualified quite high at Punchestown and Dunleary as well. High 80s in both of them. So
yeah.
The only thing I lacked with the M3 was the impact. There wasn't much noise and smoke.
No, exactly.
The line was good. Everyone says the line's good, and
yeah, that's a good start when you can control the car, and it'll be no problem like going bigger angle and more wheel speed.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
No, hopefully this year I should learn the car and see what I can do.
Yeah.
And go at a full championship next year, whether it's in Ireland or UK
or Denmark.
Oh, Denmark,
or
yeah.
Denmark.
Why not, man?
Go and get an easy one.
Yeah. I wouldn't say like easy,
No.
but I would say that you would be in the top. I'm pretty sure about that. But like, how many different classes do you have in drifting in Ireland, like officially? Do you have any?
There used to be 3.
Yeah.
There used to be the amateur, semi-professional, and then professional.
Yeah.
But now a lot of drivers gave it up and stopped driving. So now there's just professional and then semi-professional.
Okay, and you're competing in which one?
Professional this year.
Okay, way to go. Sorry, Harry, I have no idea why, but I was so sure that you were competing in semi. But okay, holy fuck, that's actually pretty cool, man. It surprised me there.
You're fucking fast.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. Okay, so I would say, all that considered, I understand why you don't want to go for a championship your first year in your first car, in your car. That's understandable. I would.
Oh, it's going to be a really tight championship this year in pro.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't know who to bet on.
Yeah, for sure. But like what's like your major future plans? Like I bet that you don't want to be in Ireland or UK all your life, right? Drifting, that is.
I would love to do Europe.
Yeah.
I would love to. The tracks look awesome and the atmosphere looks unbelievable. So
yeah,
I'd love to do Europe, but just need to see if I can get the sponsorship in a couple of years' time.
Of course.
I would do Europe, but just money's the problem.
Yeah, it always is, man. I promise.
Yeah.
If you like stop drifting now and work the next 5 years and you have just save every penny,
and then I would have forgotten how to drift.
Nah. Then you can do one event.
Just one.
Yeah. That would be the one in Ireland.
Aye. No, I'm hoping to get to the British Drift Championship this year.
Yeah.
For hopefully a couple of rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Driftland and Teesside, hopefully.
Okay.
Teesside is.
Yeah, it's the same weekend. Yeah.
Drift Masters are coming to Teesside.
That'd be nice.
Oh, cool. Okay, so
we'll
so it's a combined BDC Drift Masters event.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
BDC's on the Saturday and Drift Masters is on the Sunday.
Okay, cool.
It'll just be the same setup as whenever it came to the Irish one.
Yeah.
Last year, it was a very good event too.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
do
that.
Yeah, me and Alex was there 2 years ago.
Yeah.
In
Back
2018.
in 18, yeah.
Yeah.
You should come back.
Yeah, you should.
Trust me, I would love to.
I don't want
this
if,
year.
if it's raining like last year. I don't want to come.
But it was good rain.
It was good rain. Okay.
But it was still rain.
It looked fucking wet.
Yeah. It was the wet kind of rain.
Yeah, but it's okay. They were selling umbrellas, so you would have been okay.
Yeah. Harry throwing down cold facts here. Why? What's bothering you? There's umbrellas over here, man.
I mean, apart from the first night when me and Matt slept in the rental car and it was so
Yeah, that was
fucking
pretty
cold. Other than that, it was a good trip, but that first night was unbearable.
Aw,
Mm.
you had
I
each
was
other
started
at
the
least.
car.
Yeah, we just started the car in the middle of the pit and it was just still freezing cold.
You should come this year.
Yeah.
When is it this year?
Will you rent a
no.
garage?
I have no way. Yeah, you sleep in it.
So, okay, perfect deal. And you'll bring a couple mattresses as well.
If we have room.
Like last time we went and bought some.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went to
Yeah, we bought
Lidl and we bought
everything,
we bought blankets. I bought a jacket. We bought pillows and mattresses. We bought everything because we were idiots. We planned everything last minute, and I thought for sure it would be great weather because it was in what was it, September or something. It was
September is usually.
awesome
Yeah,
weather.
on the way to Hamburg where we flew from, it was like 23 degrees, and we were talking
Yeah.
about just fucking staying there. It was very nice. Then we came to Ireland. I think I was the only one that brought a winter jacket.
You need about 3 winter jackets here each.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm fat.
it was cold.
Yeah, I'm a big
So am
guy.
I, and I was freezing.
Just had to.
It's very rarely warm over here.
Yeah.
Although whenever it is warm in Mandela, it's really warm.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's
Mandela has warm weather, and that's it. Like the rest of Ireland is just stone cold or what?
You know, it's
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'm never going to Ireland then.
the whole zone is fucked over Mandela from all the drifting.
Ah. So actually, we just need to drift like entire island, then
Yeah.
be the next tropical paradise, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And in
Hopefully.
2018 as well, I was on holiday on the Canary Islands.
Yeah.
We flew over Ireland on our way home, and I didn't see Ireland. It was only clouds.
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Classic. Okay. So what? Next question, Harry. So BMW E46 sedan, right? Or
No,
yeah.
coupe.
coupe? Okay.
Coop this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry if I missed that. So is that like your final car? Like is that your dream car, or is like do you have another one that you want even more at some point if the money's there? Or
I would love to build a new shape BMW 4-door.
yeah,
Yeah, like 2017, 2018
mm-hmm.
4-door. I think they're really cool looking, but just wouldn't be the cheapest of things to get over here for a drift car.
Nah, but like in our little imaginary
go
world
steal it.
right here, money isn't the problem. So you can go crazy, you know. Like everybody has their wet dreams. Okay.
Yeah, probably one of the new BMWs.
Yeah.
With
Which
probably a
entry?
2JZ.
That's
probably a
2J
2J.
again. Yeah, sure. Man. That's
I think you should go for an SR20.
yeah.
No.
A rotary
Just
maybe.
stock internals.
Yeah.
Yeah, stock
Lot
turbo.
of- Yeah, a lot of nitrous.
Actually heard that Volvo makes some pretty good engines as well. Like,
Now they don't do that.
oh yeah, they do.
Mads loves 2JZs as well, so we're
I have
okay.
a couple.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
I have two, and then I'm owed one. So
I have
three,
two
but
as well.
So basically, you have 3, and yet you have.
and one of them
RB in your own car.
isn't there. Yeah, and I have an RB as well. Yeah.
Nobody knows why though. So,
No,
but
I don't think Mads even knows why.
No, I think it's good. It's good at like keeping the car down so it don't fly away in the wind.
Yeah.
yeah.
I do think that was one of the most stupid engine swaps ever because it's taken you what 7 years now. You still
No,
haven't finished it.
the engine swap took like maybe a couple days.
An
That's
engine
all-
swap
all
does
it is.
include getting it running and getting it to the track.
No,
Not
it was
Not
swapped
just
into the
dumping
car.
it in there and starting it up, and that's it.
And it was at the track, like back
Finished.
in 2013 as well. It was at the track, but
With
not
the
running.
RV or with the SR?
Yeah, with the RB,
Oh, just
but
didn't
not
know?
running.
No,
No,
of course not.
but it's just had its 1 year anniversary running.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was no, yeah, it was 1 year, yeah, because it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like, how confident do you feel that it still starts?
Like Benjamin started it 3 weeks ago, I think.
Okay, so pretty confident I hear.
Yeah.
What's going on, Harry?
what are
Somebody
you doing?
doing burnout?
No, I heard a car outside.
Yeah, we did as well.
Another M3.
Thought it was just Mass ripping one.
Yeah.
You never know.
No, it would have had some turbo stall. You won't be running any blow off valve, will you?
Nah, I don't think so. Not this year, anyway.
I'll come rip it off. I will.
That's your excuse to come to Ireland just to rip
Yeah,
off his
exactly.
blow off.
Yeah, if it
Nick,
puts
go home
on,
again.
I'll come fucking rip it off.
Such a good friend, Mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
I
looking out for them.
don't want like my friend's car sounding like shit.
No, yeah. Like a real friend take care of the guys lying, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
So don't drive shit cars, get that blow off over there. Yeah, that's okay.
We want all the choo choo.
All the choo
Mass is a retired drifter. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe coming
Finished.
back from retirement sometime.
Maybe even the shortest drifting career ever. Maybe. How many
It
events?
was, it was pretty short.
How many events
right.
did you actually attend to? Like 1, 2, 3.
No, I think I did like 6 or 7 that 1 year.
So 1.
Did you not drive Dan's car one day?
Yeah, I drove his old car at one event.
How'd that go?
I came in 5th place.
Why don't you drive it again?
Huh?
Why don't you drive it again this year?
That's sold, right?
Yeah, why don't I then?
No, Dan's car. D46.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the new
drive
one, the
it.
green. Yeah.
Isn't Dan in here anymore?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think he might be.
I think he might be able to answer that question.
Yeah. Like, why does Mass not drive your car then? Well, we need an answer to that.
Stina just commented, so it's nice.
Yeah. Nah.
So basically, we have a mechanic, an aspiring superstar drift driver from Ireland, and 2 retired drift
yeah,
drivers.
Maybe like
Perfect.
the saddest club in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I just turned 30, so
Yeah. Goodbye.
so it's getting old and all that. Oh, Dan is right. Dan is saying he will drive it himself.
Oh, that
Yeah,
makes sense
I'm,
actually.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Dan. I would let Mass drive it. I think maybe
Yeah.
just for
Yeah,
one
just
of the
pay-
rounds.
Just spend all the money and let me drive.
Yeah.
It's a very good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Good investment.
Many of people doing that around the world.
Yeah. Especially private persons.
Or maybe even better, maybe let Harry drive it. Right?
Yeah.
Like have your
No,
daily space car and.
That's not fucking better than me driving it.
Ah, yeah, it is.
Then I won't be driving it.
Yeah, I would actually
I'll bring
like.
my own.
Stupid
I'll bring
you.
my own car over.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, do
I
that.
would say I would actually like pay a few money like to see Harry drive.
Yeah, let's do some crowdfunding.
Yeah, and I would actually like pay a few money to see you not drive, miss. So go Team Harry.
If I can get the money, what
Yeah.
round would you recommend coming for?
Like one of
Um,
the Danish events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second round of the Nordic Drift Series at DHB for sure.
No, actually the first round.
Yeah, second round of the
Where-
NDS, right? But the first after the first round is on Stuhl. Okay,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
say
that's
like
fine.
event like okay, I think it's a little bit difficult because you have like different aspects on each event. Like the first
Yeah,
one
yeah.
on Stuhl in Sweden is by far the best track we're driving at.
Yeah.
But like the event as a whole, I would definitely go for the one at DHB.
Or maybe actually the third round. What's it called?
Odense?
No.
No, that's
Telemark
Days
as
of Thunder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly. I think
I-
that would be nice as well.
Yeah.
I would love to
Um,
come over.
Like
Sure.
figure out how much you need.
Yeah.
Then we'll see if we can help you.
I'll try and find out what
Yeah.
dates or when would that event be.
I know DHB, which if you're doing the trip, I would recommend doing that just because it's such good of an atmosphere. And that is in.
But Alex, he's 16. He can't go party.
Why not? we're
We can-
all,
we can
all of
rec-
us is old enough to.
Yeah.
buy
We
alcohol.
can recommend
Yeah,
that.
there's plenty of people 16 years old drinking alcohol in
Yeah.
Denmark, so
Um,
that's probably
yeah,
something
that's
that could hook you
from-
up, Harry. Don't worry,
Yeah.
man.
And that is from the 29th to the 31st of May. So late May.
Okay.
And I can't remember the second round at NDS. The Days of Thunder is. Just go check.
I didn't even put it in my calendar.
Me neither,
Calendar?
because I'm probably not going to it. But yeah, that is in 29th to the 30th of August. So that's 2
That's
months
well.
later. Yeah.
See what I can do.
Yeah, I can get you
Yeah.
the dates and you can see if it fits in.
Yeah, for sure.
So Harry, don't bend over
And-
backwards for it, but I would say if you can make the
Yeah,
money
do it.
for it, do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I promise you, you will get some weird kind of star status just because you're like foreigner. So come over here, kick some ass, teach you guys some lessons, and yeah, just go around being awesome.
I have to put some of my painting down store as well.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
Do s-
whatever colour the paint will be.
yeah.
Yeah, I need a car.
Yeah.
Do you have any design planned yet?
No design, but I have a colour scheme sort of in my head.
Okay.
Dark
So Kyle-
grey.
Kyle haven't made anything for you.
Nah, not yet.
He's
Still
fucking-
finalising
he's fucking
sponsors.
cunt. Yeah.
Nah, he's
Just
useless.
won like 10k for it. That's why.
Too expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Just like for you guys' information, Dan has actually said that if you come to Denmark, Harry, you are more than welcome to drive his car.
No,
I'll
I
pay.
think-
I'll pay for the plane ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, how,
Just
like,
fly him over here.
how much is like a trip and return from Ireland? That
Like
can't be too bad.
if he goes to Billund, where it's most expensive, I think it's like 1,500 Danish.
Oh yeah, Billund, yeah, of course, yeah.
200
I would say Copenhagen.
to 300 euro.
Yeah.
What's your local airport, Harry?
But like if he goes
Belfast International.
Belfast International. Thank
Well,
you.
to if he
Belfast
goes to Hamburg, it can be done like for I think 70 euro.
It's cheap.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's what we paid when we went to Dublin.
€7.
Yeah, just about. Maybe less even.
Return, or is that just one
Yeah,
way?
return. Yeah.
How much did you
Very
say?
cheap.
€7?
Yeah, 70.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm more cold now. But it's still cheap.
But yeah, it might have been less. Yeah, it is
So was
less.
it-
No, it was more like 50.
So when did you say that DHP was? I can't remember the date.
29th to the 31st
Of August?
of May.
Of May, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's the
31st?
last weekend of May, first weekend of June,
Oh, yeah, I see.
or because it doesn't overlap this year, it's the last weekend of May.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the 29th to the 31st. Yeah, okay, I get that. This one right here.
Are you ordering the plane ticket now?
Yeah, I'm just like looking for it, right?
How much is it?
Let's see.
Basically, if you
Alex lives like almost inside of the airport.
Yeah.
yeah, it's close by.
I
But
got like 25 minutes.
You know those small shits that are on the runway, you know, like to control shit? That's what he bought, like
It's my
for-
house,
for
yeah.
living in, yeah. That's
Yeah,
why that's a
Jacob,
big ass
Billund,
garage.
Dublin via Ryanair, 85 kroner.
oh, that's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
But isn't that only one way? It's not return.
Yeah, but then he
Usually
just stays here.
Yeah. Usually the return is the expensive one.
Like, why the fuck? Okay, so the weird
But
thing
if he comes to DHB, he'll stay and go to Poland for plug
oh
Yeah.
the round of
Yeah.
Driftmasters.
But yeah, basically a return trip with a stop in Manchester with a layover is 140 euros. from
Still really cheap.
Belfast to Billund and return.
That's not bad.
Still very cheap.
Yeah, and that
And
was
then,
for
and then
just
Dan
over
will
a
pay
week.
for everything, tires and everything.
No, I would love to bring my own car over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would-
mine,
Yeah,
mine and Dan's at the same.
then it's probably more expensive to fly.
Yeah. Nah, just book 5 seats.
Yeah.
You can squeeze in.
let's have it towed behind.
Okay.
Yeah, please, please,
The other
please,
one.
make it. Please film it.
Yeah, stepping up to the security terminal with the keys in the car. Just this is not check-in. This is hand luggage.
Oh,
Nah,
you're
I'm
gonna
not
have
too
a hot
sure how
time.
it would work with boats and stuff, but
Yeah, you can. I think you're just going to drive through Britain and to
Yeah.
France or Netherlands or wherever you come over.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest way. That was the way Kim did it in 2018 when he drove the bus over, wasn't it? Or
No,
the truck?
No, they went to Esbjerg and
They
and
did?
just yeah, and say they had like a sponsor for it.
Oh, yeah, of course. But yeah, Christian, when he was doing the rounds of the BDC, he drove down to France and then took the train over, or the
Right.
ferry.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
whatever it is.
so Jacob wrote in our comments that, and I know it's the wrong way around, just saying, but you can go from Billund to Dublin Airport for 11-12 euros, and that's only it's the one way,
It's a
but
one-way, yeah.
like if you can go that low, like I have one here, which seems to be Ryanair, something like that, back and forth like both ways. What 110, 120 euros.
Yeah, that's what I found as well.
Yeah, so it can change, but like
it's still pretty cheap.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
is
what
pretty
I-
cheap. I would say
And if you fly to Germany, it's even cheaper.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
probably,
like
yeah.
two,
But then,
two
but then,
hours.
but
away
then
from
you
here.
have to listen to German, and I don't know if you can
No, it's like it's 2
you
hours away.
want to
from
do
here.
that. Oh yeah,
It's doable.
yeah it
I mean,
is.
it's almost the same distance between Hamburg and Billund to Padborg. So
oh yeah, that's
basically
an
the same,
airport
yeah.
in Padborg, right?
no, we're pretty much doing drift stuff on the in the airport. There's no airport anymore, but Hamburg is almost just as close as Billund is to Padborg.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah, okay.
it doesn't make that much
Yeah,
of a
it's pretty
difference.
much the
Just
same.
just do that.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me. Do what the other guys are saying. I don't know shit. So
Yeah, we can come pick you up. Bring Kyle.
yeah,
Bring
Yeah.
Kyle and my dad. We're sorted.
Yeah, bring
Yeah.
all of them.
Just
Yeah.
bring the 318.
Yeah, just bring everyone.
No, just fucking buy one in Germany.
yeah.
Yeah, just
With all the money
buy
you don't
a
have yet.
dog cheap BMW in Germany and then fly drive it up from. Yeah.
That's the
Sweet.
plan.
We have a question
I'd
like
love to
how.
bring my own car over, but
Yeah, do that. Do it. Just do it. Bring everything over here, Harry. Car, yourself, bunch
Yeah.
of tires. Yeah,
And if not this year, at least make it next year. Come over.
yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah, we'll make sure you have an amazing time. DHB is always a party.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you have a hangover.
That's
Don't know
a
if
real
I'm
friend
looking
right
forward to it or
there.
not.
Ah,
Well,
exactly.
we actually got a question here. How many tires do you need for, let's say, DHB? I would say
1,000.
depending on what car you're driving, like what class you're in,
1,000.
I would say is somewhere in the round of 30 to 40 tires. Maybe more if you're in like
I think
semi-pro
maybe less.
or used tires.
There's not much driving time, so
Yeah.
I think you can
I-
do it 20.
Yeah,
and is that on
That's
a pro
lot of
car?
tires.
Huh?
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
How many
Holy
tires do you
shit.
go through on a weekend, Harry?
a set
well,
because it's
and-
always raining.
Yeah, okay.
In the M3,
Yeah,
around maybe 8 or 10 tires.
on an entire weekend.
Yeah, 2 days.
I've,
Nah.
I've never tried that, even with 250 horsepower.
I've done that. I actually, I think I've done an
But
entire
then
event
that
on a
was road
single set of
tires.
tires.
Huh?
I had to run road tires this year for my championship. I wasn't allowed semi slicks,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
but I ran semi slicks for the DGX. I probably went through more of them DGX than I did.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're really grippy though.
Yeah, they are.
If any of you, some of you might have been watching the live stream for round 2 of DGX, my top 32 battle, I snapped the
thank
prop
you.
shaft completely in
Yeah.
half.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So
That's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's-
having a car not really prepared for semi-slicks can be dangerous suddenly going to them.
yeah,
Because not only are you going to a semi-slick, but you also want to be faster and not doing like high air pressure in them. You're lowering all the way down to get maximum grip, and then that's when things start to break.
Well, I'm getting all the right stuff for the new car, so hopefully she shouldn't break.
And what is all the right stuff, Harry? You piqued my curiosity. Like, let me hear. Like, are you doing pro drive shaft, pro propel shaft, and all that?
Custom made prop shaft,
Yeah.
E46, an M3 diff with an E36 M3 Evo LSD,
Okay. Nice.
with E92 M3 shafts and diff cups.
Okay. Okay, that was all the
Should-
right stuff. Sounds good, man.
It's
Okay.
cheaper than going for a quick change and drive shaft shop.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all
yeah.
that
Yeah,
sort of
and,
stuff.
and easy to get spares. Like,
Yeah,
I
well-
think that's. Well, what?
Well, they're really rare over here. The
It
E92
probably is here as
stuff.
well. Then I'm wondering why going that way. Do you have spares?
I
Or
have.
did Dan buy them?
Nah, Dan bought them. Dan bought them before I did. No, I
That's
got
not
two. I have two shafts, and I think I'm gonna make spare shafts out of X5 drive shafts with different cups. I think it should work. There's no way to find out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
and it'll probably be cheaper as well.
Yeah, definitely. The E92 M3 axles are in around £500, £600 for two.
Yeah.
Sterling. I don't know what that is for you guys. Probably a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A higher number.
So basically, a euro is 7.5 Danish kroner. So it's everything gets stupid expensive if you look
That's
at our
about
numbers. But yeah.
4 million kronas.
Okay, it's not that bad, but
Yeah, then I'll sell you some.
but
You can get them for around 1 million.
yeah,
Yeah.
If you pay Mads 1 million, you can get maybe even 3 shafts, so you can
No,
get it.
fuck no.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I promised too much. There. So okay, but it sounds good, man. Like, it seems like you have like everything thought out. That's pretty cool.
Well, I
have a
just
game
thought-
plan.
Yeah, I thought there was no point building the car to go for pro and putting all the shitty parts on it.
Nah, you're right.
So every part I've bought is like it's the right stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't cut any corners and I don't plan to start now. The only thing I haven't.
It would be stupid.
No, that's why I don't care if she's not ready for the first round or not, just as long as she's finished the way I like it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, and done right. Yeah.
and done right, yeah. The
But-
only thing I regret not doing, I don't really regret it because I don't have the money for it, but head work, cams and stuff. But
Yeah,
should be
Like you
alright.
could just drop in some cams later on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can promise you this much, Harry, that I've been running a 1J myself, and I ran I think 2 entire seasons on stock camshafts as well. I promise you, as long as you have the boost and all that, you're not gonna miss it. Of course, it would be
Yeah.
nice to have, but you're not like needing it in that way, or in that manner. So
It'll be an upgrade from the M3, no matter if there's cams or no
Yeah.
cams. So
exactly.
should
So
be okay.
yeah, you're good.
No, I just have her finish this year and then hopefully if I get a bit of money next year, maybe better gearbox, cams and just
Yeah,
a bit.
and a,
couple of bits and
a
pieces.
bunch of spare parts.
Yeah, definitely. Well, spare. I don't have any spares at the minute. Just body panels and stuff. There's about 10 BMs in the yard. But I'd like to have a spare box, diff and shafts, and a couple of engine parts. But apart from that,
And a couple engines.
I have one spare engine.
Yeah, which engine are you building? Is it the VVTi or?
Yeah, GE VVTi, and then I have a spare. It's a GE non-VVTi.
Yeah, so you could just put that in, like the bottom end.
Yeah,
It should be strong enough for what you're going for.
yeah, should be for 500 horse.
Yeah.
I'm using it as a mock-up engine to mock up engine mounts and stuff now.
Yeah, it's good to have.
While my other engine's away getting built, so it means I'm not waiting on it to get everything else ready. But
Yeah, for sure.
aye, should get there sometime.
Yeah.
Whether it's the first round or the second round, I don't know.
Yeah, and you need to be ready like 2 weeks before so you can go testing.
Yeah, I'll be lucky if I get any testing this time.
Yeah, like if it's ready the night before, you'll be lucky.
Yeah, for sure. My first ever event in the M3 was it was 2018. IDC semi-pro round 1 was my first day driving the M3 over the hill layout in Modelo. It was my first time driving it.
Nice beginner's track.
Yeah,
So like, was that going straight from the 318 to the M3?
no, I had the same car but a 328 engine in it for
Okay.
2 years. I done
Okay.
I done the amateur championship in it, finished 8th or 9th in championship, and then I got the semi-pro license and done the M3 in it 2 years ago. But then at that stage I still had the medium case, like 320D axles and 323 diff, and it just broke everything. I think in the one season I broke 11 drive shafts.
I think I remember.
Shit.
That was like
So-
when we started talking.
Yeah, and then there was one event. The first place was £4,000, and I broke a drive shaft going into the final.
Ah, that is
could-
so
I could have
irritating.
cried.
Yeah.
So I think it was the week after that I went and bought the M3 back end, diff and shafts and subframe, put them in, and I think I broke one since.
Yeah. The 3.2 M3.
Yeah, just the 46 ones.
Yeah.
So they seem strong enough, but just wouldn't want to try them with more than
I think
500
like
horsepower.
I think like Kim has ran them in Drift Masters and everything as well. Well, that's been with like LS3 V8.
Yeah,
Mm.
is
And
that
I-
the normal M3 axles too?
Yeah, the 3.2.
Must be
But
strong
it's
enough.
only been making like 450, I think, 450, 500.
Ah, right,
And then it's a V8, so like not all the clutch kicks, and
that's true.
I think
There'll be a
they'll
lot of
break.
clutch kicks.
Yeah, they'll break a lot on a turbo engine.
Well, that's why you didn't want to try them. So go for the stronger ones now.
Yeah, and
Hopefully
they're
I'll have to buy
expensive. They're
less.
expensive as well.
They're expensive. It's just the same thing as the prop shaft.
Yeah.
It's expensive the first time, but after you break a certain few of them,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
become-
Yeah.
they
And
seem,
you
they
lose
seem
like
a bit cheaper.
and you lose a lot of prize money.
Yeah, prize money and championship points. You can't buy that.
Yeah, and like you drive out to an event, it costs money as well. And
Exactly.
Then you might not even make qualifying because of it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mind last year, round 2, round 2 of my championship was in Cork. It's 6 hours away from us.
Yeah.
We drove down to it, practiced all day on Saturday, was going well, and competition was on the Sunday. Sunday morning I went out for practice and was coming off the line and just put it into second gear, and there was just nothing there. She broke the prop shaft again, snapped it in the middle, so we managed to get into the workshop and weld it back together again because we could not get a spare. Managed to weld it back together again. Wasn't perfect, but it worked.
Yeah, it
Um,
was there
It was there and it spun.
and connected.
Yeah, and we ended up getting second place that day, going one more time in the final. So wasn't too bad. But then the time after that, it was in my battle, and it was all over.
Yeah. And it fucking sucks going. Then it's like 12 hours of driving to get to and from the event
Yeah,
for a fucking prop shaft.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
prop
only one
costs
good
like,
thing.
How much
come
does,
from your
does a
car
good one?
breaking.
Yeah, getting better parts or.
Nah, if your car breaks, you can't blame your own shitty driving.
But it might be your own shitty driving that broke the parts.
Yeah, but it's less obvious.
Yeah, it is true.
Aye. No, a good prop shaft's about
Yeah.
£500-600, maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
It's-
Like that's with new everything for it. Like
Yeah.
better sender
Yeah.
bearings and
But I was just using the normal M3 bearings and center bit for my one last year, but not too sure what I'll run this year. Still have to.
just use the 318. That'll be fine.
Yeah, I might just use the one out of it and not even get one made. Should be okay.
Yeah.
She must have a lot of power. I've already broke 2 drive shafts. two drive shafts and a diff.
On the 318.
Yeah.
Just do like 330 and it'll be good to go forever.
Yeah.
I have 2 328 engines in the garage, but too much time to put them in.
I was just thinking like the diff and axles.
I think I have some of them there too, somewhere.
And you know, I've seen you got like some nitrous. Then you can put that on the 318. And just blow it up.
It's gonna blow up anyway.
Yeah.
There's another event on in Tully Road Oval in 2 or 3 weeks' time. Kyle's driving at it. So
Oh, he is.
yeah, he's grown a pair of balls and decided to drive.
Are you still driving his car onto the trailer?
Yep, had to do that last night.
It's perfect.
You need to do like I told you. Like when you're at the event,
And everyone's there.
leave his fucking shit there if you don't drive it on himself.
No, see, you would do that, but he's okay bringing it off again, because
No, but he needs to put it on when you're leaving the event.
he won't.
Then he'll just leave the car there.
They'll get my dad to do it or something.
Speaking from experience, it's always easier getting it down than getting it up, because when you're going down, all you need to do is just max the throttle and hope it doesn't hit anything on the way
yeah.
down.
What part are you talking about now? Is it cars and?
Yeah, getting the car off the trailer, man.
Oh, okay.
Stupid idiot.
I think he's scared he's going to drive in through the back doors of the van, or like jump on top of the van. But
Yeah, that happens all the time.
I would be impressed if he can get it on top of the van.
Yeah, with
I
the
would be very impressed.
320.
320 delete.
Yeah.
Hopefully it
did
goes
he-
okay.
Did he leave the chat? Will there be a competition like at Tully Round? Huh?
What?
Will there be a competition?
Where?
At the-
Oh,
at
at
Tully
this
Run?
event? Nah.
Yeah.
It's just like practice day.
Okay.
They do run competitions, but it's later on in the year.
Oh, that's the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was after Japfest last year.
Yeah, that was the one
Couple-
where Dwayne McKeever basically just did limiter all the way around.
Yep, that would
Yeah.
be it.
That's around.
And what a show.
I remember it.
I want to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good atmosphere.
Like I want to go there even more than Drift Masters. I've tried that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only shit thing is, like, Tully went well. It was 2-day last. I can't even remember if it was 2-day or 1-day. I think it was 2-day.
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it was 2-day, but I only went on the 1 day. I was working. on the Friday. But
Yeah.
no, it's a good atmosphere. Like, only thing, it's not really in a big. It's not near anywhere. It's in the asshole of nowhere, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of it's a fun thing because there is a lot like Drift Masters events and stuff like that. That is one type of event that you have to go to if you're a drifting fan because it's so professional and it's so well put together and the driving is insane. But there is something very, very fun about these more chilled event like Tully Rowan, these party events if you want, where it's just a different atmosphere and it's more of a party than it's actually a competition, and I really like that.
Mm.
It has a
Yeah, it's
charm.
kind of true.
Yeah, and speaking of, Harry, have you ever considered going to Gatville?
Not yet. I would love to. It looks awesome. as
Yeah?
well.
Okay. Like, is there any specific part in the videos that made you think, yeah, I'm gonna need to go there? it-
Just the drifting.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's stick with that. Okay, yeah.
No, it does look like a really cool event as well, but it's just the same. You need to wait and see
Yeah,
if I can afford it. and
yeah. As I would
pay
say,
it and stuff.
I would say for sure, like if you have the chance, like go there just for the like experience of it. Don't. So if you only can afford to go there without the car, go and then maybe even hook up with some other Irish drivers or whatever, like and get a trip in a car. Maybe like
Yeah.
go,
Or
go
the
for a few
Norwegian
rounds.
girls and
Yeah, Norwegian girls. You
Yeah.
probably like go for a trip on one of those as well. But nah, but I would really like the atmosphere up there. It's really something for its own. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the thing about Gabriel is you genuinely you don't go there for the driving. Yes, there is the competition element,
Yeah.
but there is so little time and there's so many cars that you will be stuck in queue and you will have
mm,
you won't get that many laps in. So, I mean, I went there in 2015 at the late event in Mantorp, and yes, we got to do some driving, but that's not the reason you go there. That's just all the atmosphere and the partying and just being surrounded by a bunch of cool cars and some of the wildest in Europe.
Yeah.
Not because you want to drive as much as you possibly can, because that's not going to happen.
Yeah. What he said. Yeah. So
It's hard, it's hard
it's-
to get a lot of driving now, but
yeah.
there's
Yeah.
so many drivers going to so many events.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the last time I was at Gatville was in 2016. I think there was over 350 cars like written up for the event. So yeah, it's limited how much time on track you can get. I would say I think we actually got pretty much track time at that time because we had this we got on VIP pass up there, so we could go outside the lines and all that, just go straight up to the front of the line and go on track. And even with all that access, we didn't even get that much track time. So yeah, exactly as Alex just told you, just go there for the atmosphere, go there to experience it. You're in the middle of a Norwegian forest on the top of a mountain, and there's just loud music everywhere, and I don't want to say alcohol everywhere, but there's alcohol everywhere, and
like
so
moonshine.
yeah, exactly. Like everybody's homemade booze and pretty girls, and
Mandela,
yeah,
yeah. Mandela was a good way around at their Drift Games classes. They're on 2 or 3 different tracks.
Yeah.
And whenever you pull out of the pits, you can decide what track to go to. And
okay,
it could be a track where you could just go round and round and round. There'd be nobody on it, or the other one would be really busy. So I mean, like, you're guaranteed a lot of driving at it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I went to the last couple recently. It wasn't driving. It was just down to give people a hand, and they were really good. Good atmosphere and a lot of driving.
Yeah, it looks like good fun
Yeah,
and good parties in the evening.
very.
Yeah.
There's the bar and the dance floor and all that. Mandela is certainly in the pits,
Yeah.
so you have to go far.
Yeah, we might need to go for that instead of Drift Masters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's better than Drift Masters.
Yeah, and then you can buy a car for us. We can drive. So
You're saying we. I assume you mean you and Knice, right? Because I'm not going to be driving.
yeah, you are.
okay, yeah, I don't give a fuck as long as I drive.
No.
Yeah.
gonna make Alex drive.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we
Nah.
are.
Just
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
in on the left side, and Alex will sit in as passenger on the right side.
No, we
Yeah,
gotta make
right.
him drive himself, and then I'm gonna be on the passenger side, and you're on the back seat, and then just like go yelling at him in different directions, like go left, go right, and that confuses the
I-
I'll sit in the back seat, like behind him, and like
giving him a tender shoulder rub and
I-
maybe
I've
whisper a
driven
little bit in
more
his
like
ear.
a choke.
I've
Oh.
driven once in Ireland, and that was with a hangover, semi-drunk dude in the backseat wanting to throw up the entire way to the airport. So I'm not taking anyone in the
Yeah,
backseat.
that was fucking gross.
Yeah, that was kind of disgusting. He was just
It was-
farting and
It wasn't
puking,
me this
and
time.
yeah,
Is it you,
that was
Mads?
terrible.
Is it you,
No,
Mr.
that
Drunk
was
Guy?
Fleming.
What?
Horseball.
Yeah,
Wow.
Fleming.
Yeah.
He was real drunk.
Like one of those weird roundabouts with lights, like traffic lights. What the fuck is going on with that? And then Fleming was like throwing up, puking out the door, and then he was like shitting at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
his ass was of course inside of the car and with his head out.
yeah,
Lovely.
I actually think I would have liked
So
it the other way around.
yeah. That was after the Mandela round in 2018. We went there, and obviously there was an after party in Dublin.
Yeah.
And I was being an adult or boring, I don't know which one, but I went
Boring.
to bed pretty early. We had a hotel fairly close to the airport, and I went to bed at, I would say, around midnight, and we had to get up at like 5, 6, something like
I
that
think
to
it
go
was
to the airport.
15 to 5.
Yeah. They came back at around 3.
Yeah,
Half past 3
Fleming did, and then I came back like
at 4 or something.
4 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just went to bed and got up again.
Yeah, so they were still drunk when we arrived at the airport, and it was a very interesting time back. People just walking around stealing water from everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck it. From when I sat on the plane, it took me like 4 seconds, and then I was sleeping, and I like woke up before we took off, and then I woke up again in Germany. So it was a nice flight right now.
Really short flight.
Yeah, it was.
It
Just
must
the
be
blink of
going
an eye.
fast.
Yeah, and it was pretty good for us that the clubs in Ireland closes at 2 in the morning on Sundays.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been on the plane.
No, it was
There's
fucking looking at the clock.
I would
Another
have been
event
the
you
only
should
one
go
'cause
to.
Yeah, I
You
would
ever-
have been the only one because I had the keys to the rental car.
Yeah,
I would have just fucked off.
yeah, of
You
course.
should come to you should come to Driftland.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm at Surrey. They're really good.
When I
2 days.
can I try the car you're driving there?
If you want. It's not my
Yeah.
car.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
whose
even
car
better,
it is.
fact, actually.
You just allow me to drive it.
Yeah.
There
so
was one.
do
we
they
went over
have
bef-
dates?
Hmm?
Do they have dates for the Matsuris yet? Or are they still?
Not
in the
yet.
works?
The last one was 2 weeks ago. I think they're sorting
Okay.
out dates now. So
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
they're good events.
Yeah, they
they-
seem like a lot of fun.
Last time they ran the Driftland track throughout the daytime, and then I think 6 or 7 o'clock they went to the oval. And the lights, it was good atmosphere.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've always had like some crazy obsession with drifting in the evening, like having lights and everything. It's
Yeah.
just so freaking cool.
Like Ferropolis was fucking awesome.
Uh,
It wasn't that good like in Poland in Plok because the lights on the stadium was too good actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Um,
like they're made for soccer, so
Yeah, you don't feel
yes,
the
everything
nighttime.
was. No,
it
you don't.
was too bright.
Yeah.
You couldn't really see the flames and everything like you could.
Ferropolis looked really good.
Yeah, it was fucking mental.
I'd
With
love
the-
to go to it as well.
Like just fucking go.
Yeah. I promise you,
I
all,
think
you
all
realise
the money
I
you're
don't
using.
have
Send in an application.
Oh, yeah.
It's too late for
Driftmaster.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
compete.
Nah,
It is.
I don't think for the I think for the Drift Masters and the Iron Drift King that was the Saturday when we were at Motor Show. That was the last day.
Okay.
So for this year's applications, they are closed.
But you're
Oh,
only
God.
only a month late, so just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
Do it anyway.
It's drifting.
Nah,
You have to be late.
I'm not gonna do it, so it means I don't have to spend any more money.
Oh yeah, we'll help
Yeah,
you.
that is a point. You do have a point with that.
I'd
Then,
love to.
then just go and take a look.
I'll do it some year.
No, this year.
Nah, definitely not this year.
Why?
Oh, Jesus
money.
Christ, miss.
Just fucking jump on a plane. I'll pick
Yeah.
you up in Hamburg.
You're the worst friend to have in situation like this. Like you
It's
Just
okay.
trying-
Mads has a lot of money to spend.
yeah, apparently,
I have
apparently he
all the
does.
money.
Yeah, and if he runs out of money, he'll just sell his engines.
Oh,
Yeah, all 20 of them.
yeah.
Ah, they're nice to have.
No.
No, I'll see if I can get this year. Get
Yeah.
the car sorted out next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be that expensive of a window next year.
Yeah. Well, this one's been very, very expensive.
Then you'll be fucking rich.
Hmm.
Like buy a mansion with a racetrack and.
Yeah. Why not? This has been a very expensive winter,
Yeah.
for sure. But it'll be worth it.
Yeah, hopefully it will.
Indeed.
So you don't know if there will be any live streaming this year?
There will be no live streaming for the Irish one, sadly,
Okay.
because it's the first year of this new series.
Yeah, that's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Drift Games guys would do like media.
Yeah, I think they are covering some media, which should
Yeah.
be good because they're usually really good at media. But
Yeah, exactly.
that's why I'm hoping to do a couple of rounds of the British Championship because they have live stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was looking into doing a full season of the British one, but just going by the fact that the car won't be ready for the first one, I'm just gonna.
And then
there's
see
no
how
point.
the first round goes when you go there, and
Yeah.
then might
'cause-
maybe go for a couple more.
No, I would love to do. I'll do Driftland and hopefully Teesside, and then we'll take it from there.
And how many rounds is there?
5 or 6, I think.
Okay. And then
Uh,
four or five in Ireland as well.
Yeah, 4 in Ireland this year again.
Okay. Yeah, so it would be pretty mental going for 10
Yeah.
competitive weekends.
Last year I had 10. No. Yeah, 9. I think.
That's a lot as well.
Yeah.
And
A lot of
then
competition.
I took it to all the track. I took it to a lot of track days as well. So I don't know how many drift days I done last year.
Like
Now,
in Denmark, we can always count it on hands.
Ah, nah, I done far more than that. Say I was sitting around 20 drift days last year
Fucking
between
hell.
between the M3 and 318.
Yeah.
And I think this year in Denmark, there's going to be 4 competition rounds and 2, maybe 3, just practice days. So not a lot of driving, but more than there's been the last 2 years. So that's progress. But how expensive is like going to, let's say, a testing day or just a practice day? How expensive is it?
Well, for the one, if you're going to the Drift Games Bash, the entry for the 2 days is €250, and then you probably have around £150 in fuel in the van getting there.
Yeah.
Probably around £100 of fuel, £150 of fuel for the car, and tires, whatever tires you want to use. And then we usually just sleep in the van or sleep in the garage.
Yeah.
Which just cuts a lot of the cost.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of going for a hotel or
Yeah.
something similar.
How much is an entry fee for an event in Denmark? Just-
It depends on what class you're in. But I believe the rookie class isn't it 1,500 Danish?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
So-
I'll go and like put it in.
Yeah, I believe it's 1,500, 2,000,
that's like-
2,500, right?
That's
yeah,
like
so it's
170.
Yeah, 170
pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, 200 euros for the rookie class.
Is that 1 day or 2?
That
That's
is
2
for a
days.
full weekend, so that's 2 days. 267 euros for semi-pro, and
Do it in pounds for him is like.
oh yeah, he's Northern Irish.
Yeah.
I forgot
And-
because when I
know
was
yours is okay.
yeah, because when we were in Ireland, it was like, wait, you're using euros, and I was like fucked up on that. But yeah, it's like 335 euros for the pro weekend. But then that does include that you need to run on brand new tires all the time. You can't use used old tires in the pro class. So there is some limitations that will make it more expensive.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
What if
It's
you put
because-
on
It's
what if you
because a
put
lot
on new
of
tires and go out for 2 laps and they're still okay?
Yeah,
Do you have to
yeah.
change them to new again?
No, you can run like do like 2 runs and then save a semi-used set for like the next round. But what they don't want is these mismatched old tires that's been sitting at a car dealer for 5-6 years.
Sure.
So
No
they
one
want
in the pro class would really do that anyway.
no.
They wanna be
There,
competitive.
there is some
Yeah,
here in Denmark
yeah.
that would do that. Yeah.
That was
Seriously?
Harry, let me
that
inform you
was the
right here.
problem.
Yeah, like until very recently, we have been drifting in Denmark on a very low cost, like using old tires. It's actually like only the last maybe 2-3 years that people are starting like to do big budgets on tires, doing semi-slicks and all that.
Yeah.
It's very recently that, so they have to still have a rule about that you have to be on new tires, like as you know, as we just explained, because you don't want some guy coming out on semi-slicks being behind a guy on old used street tires.
Yeah, and then they go like old used street tires, like 205s or 225s.
Yeah.
And with 5 bars of pressure in them,
Yeah.
and no setup at all and like.
But then
they-
would you
they-
get
they didn't spot-
would there be people like that in the pro class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, one of the guys who's also in chat, Martin, he drives a 500 horsepower R34. Up until last year, where he broke the engine, we've been running whatever tires we could find. We would use brand new tires for competition's sake, but for everything practice and
practice and stuff,
qualifying,
yeah.
we just use
It's a lot
old
cheaper.
tire. It is cheaper, yeah,
It's a lot cheaper.
but it
Yeah,
also
but that's
makes
still,
the
that's still
car.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and seeing it from a competition standpoint, it does make the car very
It's different. It's different from
unstable.
quality.
Yeah, because
No.
you can have one set of old tires that is really, really good, but then the next set, which you think they're almost the same, and they could be rock hard and have
Mhm.
absolutely no grip in them. So that's also one of the reasons that we're going with new tires for competition, just to make sure that the car is as even as it can be, and that people can set up their cars after set them up properly, knowing that the tires will be the same every time.
Yeah.
So it's also to help, even though it's going to get more expensive for the pro guys, it is to help them to make sure that they're not trying to cut costs the wrong places.
Yeah. No, and you want the car the same from qualifying to battles as well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
So
from
you're used to
practice.
it. Right. Yeah.
yeah, because
What way does it work? Do you have to have a license to get into pro in Denmark, or
No.
no,
Ah.
basically all you have to be obviously a member of the Danish Racing Association, have to have a license through them, but you don't have to go through any requirements. It's just basically ordering it.
Yeah, if you have the car, you're a pro driver. Here you go.
Yeah. The only requirements is to the car, not the driver.
Yeah, we have had a few guys we had to move down into a semi-pro, mainly because they weren't at a high enough level to be in the pro. But mainly, if you think you're a pro yourself, you're a pro. If you have the car and
over here it's
confidence.
completely different.
Yeah.
You can't just apply even for semi-pro. You
Okay.
have to do your license day, and your car has to be up to spec. And if you can't really drive that well, you won't get into it.
Nah. And
No.
that is the right way to do it. But I guess that you have a lot of more drivers available in Ireland compared to what we have here. I think like the main guy doing all the events in Denmark has talked about that we maybe have like 100 active drivers in Denmark, which I actually think is a little high.
I'm like, no,
For
I just
the-
think it's about half of them that's doing the competition part.
For
okay.
the very first round of the series last year,
Yeah.
in Odin, wasn't it in Odin's account? Yeah.
Odense, yeah,
Yeah, they had 82 drivers signed up for that round.
yeah,
And that is not taken in consideration those only doing it to test out the cars before going out to Europe. Guys only doing it to get seat time. So I would say realistically there is about 50
Yeah.
serious competition drivers in Denmark. Yeah.
yeah. So if we have that
more
small
or less
amount of
serious,
yeah,
Yeah.
but if we have that small amount of drivers, we can't like be picky about like, oh, you're not good
Yeah,
enough.
who gets here and who gets.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
We have to let people drive like to encourage them and all that. And yeah, it kind of falls through when it sometimes comes to competition when they're doing tandem driving and all that. But
it on the positive point, it pushes some of the guys getting better
yeah,
to
Yeah.
get better quicker
hmm
because they can go up against some good drivers instead of guys that are actually worse than them.
Hmm.
yeah,
It's
like
hard to get better with like driving worse guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's far better way to learn. If you're
Yeah.
chasing someone who has a really good line or
mm,
is a really good
Exactly.
driver.
yeah,
I remember
Far
like
easier
the
to learn.
second event I went to, I went after some of like one of the old guys, Jimmy.
oh
Yeah.
Just not like chasing him, but just seeing what he did. That's like a good way to learn instead
Yeah.
of being in two different classes and can't drive together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they get afraid of moving up as well.
yeah,
Like we have some guys that we need to push them to not be in the rookie class. As I see it, rookie class is like first event you go to, and
Yeah.
then you have like the control of the car.
Yeah, once you're able to link the entire course without spinning, straightening, or doing some sort of massive mistake, really ruining your drift. When you can do that, I think it's time to move up, because
Yeah.
you won't. Yes, you will get a bit better, but driving in rookie class and not having anyone to actively chase and someone on your level, because the rookie class spans so wide, it can be from literally doing the first event to have been in rookie for 3 years, because I'm only doing this for fun. I don't want to move up and I don't want to do serious competition. So if you want to do competition, stay in rookie class until you know how to drive your car, know how to do an actual lap of the track without spinning out or straightening, then move up to the next class in hope of getting actual competition and getting some tandems in.
Yeah, and some of that might go back to that back in the days in Denmark, like the rookie class and semi-pro, you didn't need to have a cage, and both classes were only single runs,
mm,
so no tandem battles, and that changed like wasn't it last year or 2 years ago?
yeah,
So now semi-pros need a cage as well, so they can
Over
do.
here, semi-pro, pro, all the regulations for the cars are the same.
okay,
Yeah, that's how
That-
it should be.
yeah,
Thumbed in
Yeah.
fire extinguisher. We
Yeah.
need to have hands devices, everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it is
Um,
actually the right way to
You
do
can't
it.
really, yeah, you can't complain either because it's for your own safety. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
of course.
But here it's like in the semi-pro, you don't need like as big of a cage, and
nah,
you don't
because
need
you're not going
like
as fast. Yeah,
plumbed-in fire extinguisher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But they still crash out. They crash
But
even
then-
more than pro guys.
yeah.
yeah, and the dumb
but
thing is that the only real changes between pro and semi-pro is that it's
Is it the
less.
same track? The semi-pro.
Yeah,
and
it's
pro?
the same
Yeah,
track. They're
yeah.
doing exactly the
The
same
regulations
thing.
should be the same.
yeah,
Yeah,
in my-
because
in my eyes, anyway.
yeah, because the only
they're doing the
changes
same
there is
thing.
to the regulation
I
is
agree.
tires. You're not, you don't need to run new tires in semi-pro, and you don't need to have as good as safety equipment as the pro guys. For example, fire suppression kit. You don't need that in semi-pro. All you need is having a fire extinguisher in your car,
yeah. and a
not
handheld
plumbed
one.
into anything. Just have it in your car.
Yeah.
Which for me, it kind of, I know it's to cut cost, but you don't cut cost on safety in my
No.
in my eyes.
Definitely
And
not.
that's basically what they've done.
Yeah, but
Um,
it limits themselves, like, because I know I know are going to agree with me on this one, Harry. Because if you have the same specs in semi and pro, the only thing that holds you back from going pro is actually talent. So as soon as you're good enough, you're ready to move up. And I know we have
Yeah.
we have had that in the past in Denmark, where we had this huge gap in car specs from semi-pro to pro, and we had a few guys like very good drivers, extremely good drivers, ready by far to go up to pro. But the reason that they didn't move up was because of the cost of building the car for pro spec, like getting a cage,
And putting in the
fire
cage and-
suppression kits, and all this shit. So
Yeah.
you're limiting yourself, and as you said, I've actually never heard anyone saying that, but you're driving the same track, you're doing the exact same things.
There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
difference.
Why shouldn't your the spec be equal? So I know, like, the only thing we've done in the past, like, because the rookie is pretty much like a stock car, they can show up with a stock car if they
Yeah.
want it. The things we've done there, like, is there's a run-up area, a run-up line or straight or whatever, like, to get the speed off for the first corner. We shorten that run-up line a little bit, so they don't get up to as high as the speed as the pro guys. So that's like the way of limiting
it's
that.
Isn't
Yeah.
like the only rules in the rookie is like they need bucket seat and H pad and
I have no idea, but you're probably right.
seat belts.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing in regards to the lack of, I'm not going to say lack of safety because there is enough, but just not as much as in pro. But there's no rules on power or tires, so you can show up with a 800 horsepower, full built pro car, but have semi-pro safety, which in my mind is kind of dumb. Because you can show up with all the horsepower in the world and run massive tires. You can run 325 semi slicks,
Yeah.
and still run only a fire extinguisher and an okay cage, but not like a super good cage. So I think in regards to safety, there should be the same requirements in at least the pro and the semi-pro.
Yeah, because everything else is the same realistically.
Yeah, and they can realistically do the same speeds because they're doing the same track.
Yeah, definitely. No, we'll hopefully get over sometime this
Yeah.
year or next year in my own car.
That would be
That's-
awesome.
If
Yeah.
I'm coming over to prove a point.
Yeah, of
of
do it,
course.
Harry. Like,
At
I
what
know.
point?
yeah. What point, Harry? Specify, please.
I'll figure that out.
Like you
On the
you
way
wanna
over
see
here?
who can drink most vodka?
Yeah. While driving.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
fair. You've had more practice.
Indeed.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah. Nah, just come over
I'd
here,
love
Harry.
to
Kick
come
some
over,
ass.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, so
get a few sponsors on board over there to help. So,
Oh yeah,
that would be a good idea.
be good. Yeah.
because there's no point in me trying to promote my sponsors that are from here over there. If you know what I mean?
No, that
No,
no,
of
that
course.
would be pretty stupid.
Yeah, trying to get some more international sponsors,
Yeah,
like sponsors trying to get their
they would. Yeah,
their
they
name
would
out in the
benefit
international
from-
market. Yeah,
they would benefit from me being over there rather than
yeah,
me putting out stickers from Northern Ireland. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, exactly. No point in showing up like promoting a company that only works in Ireland and doesn't
Yeah.
really do anything outside the country. So yeah, I totally get you on that.
No, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I'd love.
You better
definitely
get
love
out
to get over.
you better get out in the workshop again.
Yeah.
Get the car finished.
What time is it?
It's getting
It-
fucking late here.
Yeah.
It's 20 to 9.
9:41 here. Yeah, and it's
8:41
20 to 10 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're an hour in
Alright.
front of you guys.
Yeah. No, I'll get a couple of photos up on the page this week
Yeah.
of the
Cool.
slow progress.
It always
Hopefully-
it's always slow progress
Please
in
do
the
Please do some short videos as well.
Yeah.
I might.
Like you're easy to understand. Like it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Just tell what the fuck you're doing.
Nothing. I'm watching my dad do all the work.
If that's fine, just let us
Don't
know
tell
what your dad
anyone.
doing then.
No, just say
Just
I did all
pretend.
this. Yeah, exactly.
No, I might. We'll see.
No, please
Yeah.
fucking do it.
Yeah, it's not a choice; it's an order. From Mads, by the way.
If you wanna get sponsors in Denmark, you need to do it.
Yeah,
If I do videos, will I get sponsored in Denmark?
yeah,
Yeah, probably you will.
yeah. Mads just promised you. I heard that. So
If I get no sponsors, then it's coming out of Mads' wallet.
yeah,
Oh, fucking hell.
that's okay.
Make
He's
sure
working
you
all
get
the
Some
time. He has
sponsors
the
then,
money.
Mass.
Haven't you already got a small sponsorship in Ireland for me?
Nah, it's all good.
No, I would love to come over.
Yeah.
And then maybe Iron Drift King as well sometime.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But I'm looking at fuel cell because you're not allowed aluminium fuel cells for Drift Masters now.
No,
Ah, no, yeah, that's right.
and not an Iron Drift King as well.
So I'm gonna have to look for a plastic one to set my.
Isn't it a plastic one inside of the nuke? Or didn't you get like a fuel cell from them?
I just got the insert that slots into the fuel cell,
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay.
so I'm gonna have to build my own cell out around it. I was planning just
Alright.
doing it myself out of aluminium, but there's no point making it now out of aluminium, and then next year have to take this out and change it all to plastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
I might as well do it now and create a lot less work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Spend money now and save from next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds
Well-
like a good plan.
There's no point doing it twice.
No.
That's just a waste of time and money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then it could be at work instead.
Exactly. I waste enough time and money.
Yeah.
Having to do it twice.
Yeah.
Nah.
So let's call it a night.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for joining us, Harry. It's nice
Thank
to
you
have
very much
Yeah.
for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looking
sure.
forward
it.
to seeing what you get
Anytime.
up to.
Hopefully see you in Denmark sometime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Hopefully, man.
we'll get back to you when the car is ready and the first round of competition is done.
Yeah.
A little bit of testing done over here before I make the journey, but
Yeah.
I can promise one thing, she'll be over there sometime.
Sounds good,
Okay.
man.
That's a good promise. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the
We'll,
same.
we'll keep
my,
you
my,
on onto
my
that.
car will be driving one time.
Yeah.
I think my promise is a bit more realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it might be.
indeed.
Just a little bit.
That is
That-
time
that-
consuming.
That is the challenge for you, Mass.
Yeah,
Beat me.
Harry's just said that he's going to come to Denmark at some point.
yeah.
So
You
so
have
I
to have
need,
your car ready to battle him when he
I thought I
comes.
need to go to Ireland before him.
Yeah.
It's a race.
It's a race.
Race against time.
I'll
and each other.
I'll street drive it all the way.
Yeah,
I wouldn't if I was you.
if it drives.
Why?
But
You
I
need
mean-
to get it driving first before you can drive it on the
yeah,
street.
You
exactly.
can
What-
fucking drives.
He
Fine,
does
Mass.
actually. I've seen
Prove
the
it.
Instagram video of it rolling.
Oh,
like-
Yeah, prove it.
On the back of a recovery lorry. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, and on that note, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for for joining us. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Have a good one, Harry.
Yeah,
We'll
see
get on
you.
again whenever the car's finished.
Yeah, exactly.
Do-
Let's
Hell yeah.
do that.
Could do a walk around video or something like that. Would be cool.
That would be
Yeah.
nice.
That's
sure.
alright. Speak to you soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. There you go. He's a good kid.
He's a good young kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel so old, like talking about drifting with him, and he's building another car, and it's his like third car because he has his M3, he has a 318, now he's building another one. And I'm here like
Yeah.
I'm 22 and I haven't got into drifting yet, like driven in myself. I'm like, he's 16 and he's already on his third car.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually. Like, what was his uncle's name? Something Lee?
Lee Scott, yeah.
Lee
He's
Scott.
been,
I'm pretty fucking sure. Like, I saw
Won
videos
the
with
last
him when I
round
started.
of Drift Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Shit.
did he win?
Yeah.
Or yeah, he beat Jack Shanahan in the final. Am I totally off on that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's it's so crazy that these young kids are getting into drifting and already are this good. Like even before they even get going.
Yeah,
But
it's insane.
yeah, I want to say that the future of drifting is looking very bright with people like Harry, but
Yeah, and like Mikkel we had on last time.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like all these young kids doing
the
great. And
young
by the
guns.
way, have you seen some of the pictures of his car? Like
Yeah, I
He's
just
doing-
saw him.
doing
Yeah,
a
just
great
got
job
back from paint.
updating. Yeah,
Yeah, got back from paint, and he's been posting pictures of the
the roll cage and
the
all that.
gearbox and everything.
Oh yeah. So that looks so
That
good.
looks to be a very good car, yeah.
Indeed. So
But
Yeah,
but
ex-
it's kind of fun to see the difference. Like, yes, Mikhail is a few years older than Harry, but like
is it
Mikhail's
Like
doing
1 year older.
yeah,
1 year old? Yeah.
yeah. Mikhail's doing the very light, fairly low horsepower, old chassis,
Hmm.
sequential gearbox. And Harry's like doing massive grip, all the right stuff.
I need
Not-
to go, guys.
Yeah.
See you.
All right, yes,
Go
yeah.
on, that's fine.
Not the insanely high horsepower car, but still around 500 horsepower car. So it's fun to see the difference between two young guys and how they approach it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Everything's
It's,
fucked up
it's
now
gonna
because
be-
Mass left.
yeah, I know.
I'm sad.
I'm very big apparently. Shit,
Yeah, I can do like this. No, you're not there. Are you there? No, are you there? No. I'm gonna
I'm
find
everywhere.
you. Yeah. I
Um,
do like this at first.
Yeah, I just have my mouth down in the corner.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, maybe we should
Yeah,
call it
just
tonight.
wrap it up right
yeah.
here. But
I don't know what. Do we know when we're doing anything? When the next event we're going to? Anything content related that we're gonna do before the next
so
podcast?
First round of the Danish or the Norwegian, Scandinavian, whatever you want to call it. It's what,
Nordic
in April,
is-
right?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah. So
Let's just see.
if we're going to do something anytime soon, it's gonna be in a month, I guess.
Yeah,
So
I mean, we
maybe
can-
late March or
Yeah,
early April.
yeah, we can try and see if we can squeeze in a couple of podcasts just to speak with different drivers that are going to be either in this series or
Yeah.
in some other series.
Yeah.
But other than that, I hope I get the time to start posting like big European news
Yeah.
on the podcast page. So look out for that, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated on the Drifter podcast page whenever we go live next time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So everybody out there, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks
Um,
for watching.
Yeah, and thank you for coping with all our technical difficulties. We're still learning as we go, but
Yeah.
we've been super happy for everybody who's been in here commenting and all that. And sorry for all the questions that we haven't had the time to get through and all that. But please join us next time. And yeah,
Yeah.
look out
And
for our next-
just before we head out, I'm going to do a post probably right after we finish it on the Drifter podcast page. Tell us if you want to watch it on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. Where do you prefer to watch it? Because
exactly.
to be honest, we're not gonna want to put too much effort into doing, like, let's say Twitch if no one's interested in seeing it over there.
What he said.
But I'm guessing we'll keep Facebook and YouTube open because
Yeah.
this has worked fairly okay tonight.
Yes.
Apart from some difficulties, other than that, it's been perfect. So
yeah.
yeah.
I would say all the difficulties has definitely been regarding to how everything's set up. So that's on me. So sorry, folks.
No, yeah.
But I would definitely say that I've seen lots of people commenting on Facebook. That's been very nice, and lots of people commenting on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So
People have been active.
keep it coming,
nice.
people. It's so freaking good to see you guys supporting all of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it, Alex.
That is it for tonight. Yeah. It's
So-
been fun
It's been very
having
fun.
a proper international driver on now.
Yes, very much.
We finally cracked that one.
Yeah. Got it checked off the
Yeah.
list. So
Yeah.
everybody have a good one. Me and Alex is going to take off and
Yes, we are.
have a chill evening. Okay? Good.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
It's awkward.